Welcome, Younique presenters. I am so glad that you're here today. I'm Steve McDonald. I'm president of the Practical Social Media University, and I'm proud to say that for over a decade, we've served the direct sales industry, and we've had over 8,500 direct sales and network marketing members of our university. So what you're going to hear today is not only a compilation of all the learning from all those people over the years, but the latest and the greatest in terms of starting one-on-one conversations automatically with people that come to you. So the title you see here is How to Get 10 All New One-on-One Lead Conversations Automatically Started Today with Facebook's secret conversation starting features. I say secret because the vast majority of people don't know that those features are available. They don't know how to use them properly, and they don't realize how actually easy it is to do as long as you understand and set the foundation. Now, what I'd love to do is I see all kinds of you that are streaming in here. So let me just welcome a few of you. Jody, welcome. Glad to have you here. Nicola, Laura, Tanya, Patricia, let's see, Chandra, Lori, thank you guys. Let me do this. Let me start this out. Let me set the stage with what an orange presenter had to say with what you're about to hear on this class. And Melanie, an orange presenter, she said, we all need to constantly be creating new relationships all the time. And this plan caught my eye as it really shortcuts the whole get to know process without being salesy. I can then have more opportunities to find more hostesses, make more sales, and grow my team. So this is exactly what we want to do for you and your business. And before we just jump right in, what I want to do is I just want to kind of do a sound check. I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you could just go over to the chat and just put in there, yes, yes, I can hear you, whatever you want, let me know. Because what we're going to do is we're going to lay out immediately not only opportunities for how you're going to get a huge number of new leads coming to you, but we're going to address the other 50% of the opportunity. And people think about, I need more people to talk to. I need more people to talk to. But once you get those people, what do you do? How do you close those people at an astounding rate? We're going to go over all of that right here today. Let me go over and just make sure, Cindy, I can hear you. Cass, I can hear you. Rochelle can hear. Tara, Sarah, yes. Sherry, yes, I can hear you fine. Eliana can hear you. Fantastic. All right, so let's do this. I want to start out by saying bye-bye Facebook friend requests. Now, that seems kind of like a big statement, right? Well, Facebook isn't doing away with Facebook friend requests, but what we're saying is you can do away with Facebook friend requests in terms of generating new leads, having leads come to you, and automatically already from the start be in a one-on-one conversation with them without ever having to send out a friend request. Sounds pretty interesting, right? Well, here's my promise to you for what we're going to be going through on this class. Everything is newbie friendly. You can start from scratch. If you've got no leads, you've got no list, you've got no big social media following, no big deal. You don't have a big background in social media. You don't have a big tech background, right? You don't have, all kinds of experience in email marketing or things like that. Hey, no problem. You literally could start from scratch today. You could have opened up your Younique business yesterday, and everything that we're going to talk about here will apply beautifully to what you're trying to do. So those awkward situations, right, where you're trying to go out and meet people, right, strike up conversations with strangers, and it seems awkward because they don't really know why you're talking to them. You know, the vast majority of us don't like going up and trying to talk to strangers, right? And our warm markets, that can even be awkward, right? Because you're kind of relying on a relationship based on something else, and ultimately you're trying to maybe talk to them about something that maybe they're interested in or maybe they're not. But those awkward situations are just going to go away with what we're talking about because people are going to be attracted to you. They're going to take the first step in this. So it sounds pretty good, right? Having the right leads come to you changes the complete dynamic of your business, how you get up in the morning and you're charged and you're fired up to go out and make big things happen. Now, automatically in one-on-one conversations, a good lead is not a good lead unless you have that one-on-one dialogue capability. So we want to make sure that that's a part of the equation. Plus, I'm going to tell you how to get 6+ new Facebook friends every day from a previously stone cold audience, people you don't even know. So I'm going to say bye-bye Facebook friend request. How do you get these one-on-one conversations automatically happen, without a Facebook friend request? But then I'm going to show you a really important strategy of how you can get 6 new, not only Facebook friends, but high quality targeted Facebook friends that have come to you previously in a relationship on Facebook. All right? Sounds pretty good. And then, remember I talked about the other half of the equation is the follow-up. Did you know that it takes 7 touch points to close a lead? That means you've got to have a plan. I talked to so many members of the university, so many direct sellers. They're like, great, Steve, okay, I've got these leads. Now, what do I do? Right? And you get stuck. Or you're in a situation where you start trying to reach out to them, and guess what? They don't get back to you, right? It's like they've gone into oblivion. You did all this work to get the leads, and then all of a sudden, they're gone. So we're going to eradicate both of those issues. Plus, how to keep your leads engaged and looking forward to your next conversation. So specifically, my easy conversation hack, which makes leads love to share what they want. Okay, because you all know in sales, getting people to articulate what they want, what they need is the perfect entree for you to say, now here's how I have a solution. The 2 simple things you must do every time you reach out and connect with a lead. All right. And how to have leads delighted say yes when you promise to follow up again. So all of that is what we're going to be going over here today. So let's dive in. All right. Talked about bye-bye Facebook friend requests, but how do you have people without that Facebook friend request automatically coming to you within one-on-one conversations? Well, let's get into this. Let's start with Facebook Messenger. Okay. You can talk with a Facebook friend request over Messenger, right? But what if you didn't need that friend request? And let me just underscore the point of how important Facebook Messenger is to you and the growth of your business. There are way over now 1.3 billion active monthly users of Facebook Messenger. Okay, so this is where the conversation is happening. Now, in combination with that, recently Facebook has come out with technology they call their chatbots. And all a chatbot is technology that automates some process. There's a lot of things you can do with Facebook chatbots, but I'm going to go over the one absolute most important thing that you can do. And you don't get overwhelmed with new terms or technology because it's really easy to put into place for your business. Okay, they've made it super, super easy. Now, if you, just to underscore the point of how important this messaging is over Messenger, if you took the top 4 messaging apps, which Facebook is a huge one, right? And you took the top 4 social networks, and you looked at their monthly active users, the top 4 messaging apps have more monthly active users than the top 4 social networks combined. So if you don't have a Facebook Messenger marketing strategy as a part of growing your business, you are missing out big time. And we're going to go over the 2 most important ways that you can implement a messenger marketing strategy, having leads coming to you inside those automatic conversations, one-on-one, right here, right now. Okay? So here's an example. Here's a woman, Mary Van Doren. She's a diabetic woman. She reaches out to other diabetic women online. And this is just a very simple post that she put up one Wednesday on her Facebook page. Wishful Thinking Wednesday. If you could choose one food to make it completely carb and calorie free, what food would you choose? Let's dream together and I'll send you a link to my diabetic friendly crockpot cookbook. Now, let me tell you what's happening here and how she used Facebook chatbot technology to get into tons and tons of one-on-one conversations. And I'll show you exactly how and how many in just a second here. But let me explain how this works. Facebook has given you a major conversation starting tool. Anyone that comments on your Facebook page's posts or the post that you boost out, you can automatically send them a message directly into their Facebook Messenger inbox. And when they open that up, and on an average rate of 85 to 90%, we open our Facebook Messenger inbox messages. Way more than email, right? That's all covered with spam and all kinds of things, right? We open our Messenger inbox messages, right? Especially when it comes from somebody you were just interacting with. So look at this, where there's 118 comments. What Mary did is she put together one message in the context of this post that she automatically sends out to all 118 of those people. Now, what's so important about this, let me show you an example of the message. You can personalize the message because Facebook knows all of our first names, right? So these are messages you create in advance, but you can personalize them. Hey, first name, wouldn't it be nice if we could pick and choose which foods have carbs on which days? I know it's hard to please the carb lovers in our lives while keeping our numbers in check. So here's the link to get my free diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. There's the link. Thanks for dreaming with me. Now they open up that message and they interact with it in any way, like clicking on the link. They become what's called a subscriber of your Facebook page. You can now message them one-on-one anytime that you want. You can even broadcast out to all of your subscribers anytime that you want. Just like you could send an email, if you had 50 names on an email list, you could send all 50 an email at the same time. That's broadcasting out. You can do the same thing here. So Mary, as a result of those 118 comments that she got, she did a $25 boost on that post to get it out in front of her diabetic audience, people that are just like her. Of the 118, 71 opened it up and interacted with it and became subscribers of her Facebook page. That's just 35 cents a lead already in a one-on-one conversation. Now, what you do is you start these conversations automatically and then you carry them on manually, right? Now that you got them as a subscriber, you can carry on just like you had a friend request, just like you can carry on anybody that you can message one-on-one over Facebook, on Facebook Messenger. So it's really important here. You can't be on social media, you can't be on Facebook all the time. But when's the best time to strike up that conversation, get that one-on-one conversation going? Well, right, when somebody is actually interacting with your post on Facebook. That might have happened at 11:30 at night and you weren't up, you weren't on Facebook, but you started the conversation then, right? And then you can carry it on the next day. You can carry it on 2 hours later. The most important thing is getting leads coming to you. Mary boosted this post out to other diabetic women who are just like her, right? So she could then tailor the message to be specifically for that audience to get better responses, right? It's called target marketing. I'm going to talk more about that in a little bit. You can get these kind of results too. Let me give you a couple other examples to kind of get the juices flowing here, okay? This is Monica. She lives rurally on a farm, and she reaches out to other, what she calls her country girl sisterhood. Now, in one weekend, she got 61 all new one-on-one lead conversations started for 22 cents each. By the way, Mary, who got the 71 subscribers, that happened in 24 hours. Okay. So in one weekend, Monica got 61, all from a single Facebook post. Now, remember, I said when you reach out to others who are just like you, she reaches out to her country girl sisterhood. Look at how you can tailor this message. All right. This was her post that she boosted out. Play along with us and type a smell in the comments. Please like my page. Name a smell that a country girl likes, but other people would think stinks. Okay. Remember, she's rurally, she's talking to her country girl sisterhood here. Now look at this. Not only did she get 433 comments, because she actually did three $15 boosts, one after the next, and it truly climbed up to over 500 comments. That's over 500 one-on-one messages that she could send to the Facebook inboxes of her country girl sisterhood. People that she previously didn't know. It was a cold audience. but because they're just like her, and she's proven it by what she's doing here, right? They are more apt to, and the message is tailored to them. They're more apt to comment. They're more apt to interact with the message that you send out, and they're more apt to become subscribers where you have one-on-one conversations with them. So look at this. People are putting down WD-40, fresh hay. They went on to put barn, cow manure, all kinds of great things here. So I'm going back and forth with Monica on Messenger. I said, that's right. Wow, 61 new subscribers. And if you take out the first $15, so over the first weekend, she spent $15, got 61 subscribers. That's 22 cents a lead that are already in one-on-one conversations. She said, exactly. It's great. Now, I asked her, well, how easy was this to put together? Remember, chatbot technology, I promised easy to do. She said it was super easy to set up responses. I actually had, Steve, my videos from Practical Social Media running as I was setting it up. I just paused the video and did each step. That was a comment, actually, that she made to somebody else who was looking to do this. So it's super easy to do. Let me give you another example here. This is Raquel. Now, Raquel is a mom of an autistic child. She reaches out to other women who have autistic children. Okay. Now you might be thinking, geez, diabetic women, country girl sisterhood women, moms with autistic children. Isn't that limiting? And would that help my unique business? Well, no, it's not limiting, because I guarantee you, when we're talking about online across all the territories as a unique presenter, the geography that you have, even just in the US alone, right there, you will find hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people who are in a niche market, who are just like you. And when you reach out to people just like you eliminate that whole get to know process, because they look at you and they go, hey, you get my crazy life, right? And do moms of autistic children, do they have interest in beauty? Right? Any woman does. That's why when you reach out to your warm audience, right, it's not predicated on they've shown specifically interest in beauty and makeup and everything unique, right? They are, that Younique has a widespread appeal to all women, right? So what you're doing is you're reaching out to women who are just like you, having them start to interact, start the conversation, get into the one-on-one conversation on Facebook Messenger with them without ever needing a friend request. And now what you're doing is you're recreating a never-ending warm audience. Now, Raquel said, I got 21 new subscribers yesterday just from posting a question about coping skills. And see where she spent $4.84. She had it boosted for more than that, but she stopped it. She said, I paused it after an hour because they were coming in faster than I expected. And she wanted to change up a little bit the automatic message that was going out. She was blown away by the responses. She said, before on her Facebook page, I just had crickets. She said, I rarely had any comments on my like page, despite having 1,600 likes. Because when you reach out to somebody who's just like you can reach out with a message, you could reach out with offers, you could reach out with fun things for them to do that make sense to them. That is a fundamental, and I guarantee you, I'm going to go over actually 4 must-have action steps that are going to make this all really work well for you and your business. But let me keep going here, okay? So I talked about eliminate the get to know process with cold leads. You're boosting posts out like these that are fun posts. You've seen posts, right? Like this on Facebook where people are putting up something that's for people to comment. You're being very strategic about how you're creating these posts though, right? And they're coming to you and they already see you're an autistic mom too. You're a country girl too. Oh my goodness, you're actually a diabetic woman as well. So they look at you and they say, you understand my crazy life. How long have you in the past spent so much time just building the relationship? The relationship is started because you have a dynamic that you didn't have before in your business, that they look at you and they say, you just get it. How important is that? You have trust then and credibility built in from the start, from a simple post on your Facebook page, boosted out to people that are a cold audience that you've never met before, but are perfect for bringing into your business. Sounds pretty good, right? Melissa, she did it. She said, I created my first post, boosted it, and also attached a message bot. I'm excited. And I went back, this is on one of our groups, and I said, did you do all this morning? She said, yes, I did. It's super easy. Guys, go to the chat. Tell me, does this sound easy enough to do? Just go in there, put every word that you want and say yes or whatever you want over there, right? Because I guarantee you hundreds and hundreds of times over, I have seen this done in our university just recently. You can do this. And in fact, what is a good strategy is create 2 or 3 of those kinds of posts that you've just seen and put a small boost behind each of them, right? And see which one is doing the best. And then stop the other 2 and put more boost, get into more automatic conversations based on the one that's working the best. That's called testing, right? I'm telling you, there are all kinds of ways that we can make sure that you're going to have all kinds of new success in your business. All right. So let me do this. Annie, yes. Okay. Fantastic. You said you can do this. Simone, yep. Kristen, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Sorry, guys. This is what happens when you do this kind of stuff. Ileana, yes, you can do it. It's easy. Fantastic. Nicola, yes. Corey, yes. Julie, I'm excited about this. Fantastic. Tracy, I've heard about this. Fantastic. You've probably heard about the capabilities, but it's always lies in the execution, right? You probably, maybe even a lot of you have heard about chatbots, but I guarantee you haven't heard about how you do these kinds of things. You've got to string it together in a really strategic way. Simple to do, right? But you've got to do it in a right way to actually have it work for you in your business, all right? So next up, how to get 6+ all new Facebook friends every day from a previously stone cold audience. All right, are you ready? Let's do this. All right, so now not buy Facebook friend request, but a friend request. I want to get 6 all new friend requests a day from people who are just like me that are coming to me that are perfect for my business. Okay, sound good? So this is a whole new strategy, a whole second way to get a huge flow of the perfect leads coming to you already in one-on-one conversations. All right, so get ready. Second whole new way here. Now I'm going to talk about Liz. So Liz, she calls herself a crunchy Christian mama. She's into all things natural, right? So what she's doing, she's detoxifying her house. She's using more natural alternative medicines and wellness products and things like that, okay? Now what she did is she ran a like campaign based on our recommendations from the university, which you're going to see right here, for her page. Okay, so we've all heard about that, trying to get more likes. Now look at this. I'm going to tell you what she's done with these likes. Hey, we might get some, she's talking about, we might do all kinds of good things together. There was a whole context before this. 87 likes so far this week. Thanks for checking in. I checked in the next week. Guess what? Sure, thanks for checking in. 104 likes this week. So what are you doing with all these new likes? And we train you how to get likes for under 30 cents each in the university. So what she's doing is she's taking those likes and she's sending friend requests to about 10 of them a day. Okay, so remember, she reached out to other crunchy Christian mamas, all natural Christian mamas, just like her, with her like campaign. She got a bunch of people liking her page, right? And then to a tune of about 10 a day, she started sending them friend requests. Well, guess what? Over 60% are accepting her friend requests because not only are they like her, right, they've already liked her page, so they're much more apt to accept your friend request. So now, when you get those friend requests, guess what? You're in a one-on-one conversation with people that you can have over Facebook Messenger. And at that point, guess what? They have already engaged with you twice over. They have liked your page and they have accepted your friend request. So not only are these people that are just like you that you targeted, that came your way, but they're already engaged with you 2 times over. And what you also do, and what Liz is doing, is you take those people that have accepted your friend request, and off of your personal profile, so not your business page, you can put together a list of friends. Put together a list of these new friends. And then you can filter the news feed, and you can actually take a look and see exactly what all these people are putting up online. Remember those 7 follow-ups you need to get to do before you close a lead on average? Well, some of those follow-ups should be following up and interacting and engaging with them with what they're doing and putting up online. So now it's really super easy. We have members of the university that do this strategy that have tens of thousands in their downline, and this is the #1 way that they grow their business. It's absolutely huge. So why is it so much easier to create and carry on conversations with these leads? Well, because you've set it all up. You've targeted people who are just like you, so that get to know process gets skipped, trust and credibility are built in, they've engaged with you 2 times over, and they came to you. You did all this from the comfort of your own home. No awkward situations, right? So let me put this all together, right? This is the top list of the 10 things that she's doing right to get 6 highly targeted friend requests from people that came to her every single day. Does a like ad campaign to people who are just like her, right? So now you've got leads coming to you because they're liking your page. And then she sends friend requests to about 60% of them, or to about 10 a day, and 60% or so are accepting. She deletes the 40% or so that don't get accepted. Okay, because you don't want Facebook racking up every single day a bunch of friend requests that aren't getting accepted. And then she's now in all new one-on-one conversations. She's eliminated the get to know. She's got a friends list off of her personal profile of these people that she can start interacting with. She's into much easier conversations. These people have engaged with her 2 times over. They're just like her. They look and they say, hey, you understand my crazy life and my point of view, how I want to lead my life for me and my family. She's got trust and credibility thus built in, and she gets way better conversions. Makes sense, right? Everything that I'm going to talk about here, you should be looking at, nodding your head and saying, you know what? It makes sense. It's intuitive. It's based on sound, strong fundamentals of marketing and using the new opportunities that are available to us online. And those opportunities are just growing every day as Facebook is. So remember my promise, newbie friendly, start from scratch. Either direction that you go, and I would try both of these, you're going to have phenomenal success starting to happen in your business and people coming your way. Now, I want to ask you, go to the chat. How many new leads do you want to have over the next few weeks, right? Coming into your business, 75, 65, 50, 100, go over to the chat. Because what we're talking about here today, just the last one, was how Liz was getting 6 all new Facebook friend requests of the right people, high quality leads, coming to her every single day, let alone the comment post where you have the chat bot attached. Start running the numbers through in your mind, thinking about how many leads you could have coming to you in your business. And think about this. How much time you could save in your business. Think about how much time you're spending right now just trying to get enough people to talk to. Your outreach efforts, how much time you spend in doing that. If you did this, you replace all the rest of that time now with interactions with leads that are coming to you. So I'm excited. Let me go over here and see what you're putting in on chat, okay? Let's see, Becky, 75, fantastic. Jesse, 65, love it. Holy cow, Susanna, Christine, Mary, 100, 100, 100. Go for it, I love it. Yolanda, 200. You got to shoot big. I love it, Yolanda. Kylie, I'd be happy with 50. Molly, 80. Angie, 65. Vanessa, 75. B, 300. We have members of the university, absolutely, that are getting way over 300 all new leads every single month. It can be a reality for you in your business. And B, I love it. Your unique business is going to take off. Brittany, 100, dream big or go home. Let me see, I'm seeing 50, 75, 250. Tyria, I'm with Yolanda at 200. You got to reach for the stars. So fantastic, guys. Hopefully this is giving you all kinds of new ideas and motivation and excitement in your business, but we're not done yet. Right? Because remember, I said, I've got this promise of newbie friendly, start from scratch. And I talked earlier about 4 action steps. the foundation that you've got to put into place to make sure that all of this works really hard and successfully for you. So that plan is, it combines Marketing 101 fundamentals with learning over the years with over 8,500 other direct sellers and network marketers, all the latest in Facebook Messenger marketing. Remember, you got to have a messenger marketing strategy for you and your business to get auto one-on-one conversations with highly targeted leads from low-cost Facebook ads or posts. We have people who are doing light campaigns for just a couple of dollars a day. Leads coming to you, get-to-know process, right? All have that trust and credibility built in with an easy lead follow-up system. And I still have to talk about the system for following up these leads so you get way better conversions, right? But that's the plan. Now, let me go over 4 action steps to make sure that you can really put this plan into place, all right? So the 4 action steps, I call the secret sauce, okay? Because you can learn some of the steps, but it's all in the implementation. It's all in the execution, okay? So let me give you these 4 must-have action steps right now. The first one, Mary, she's one of the members of the university, gets over 300 leads every single month. Remember, she's a diabetic woman that reaches out to other diabetic women online. So I've talked about this. You must have focus in your business. That's target marketing, niche marketing. A number of different ways you can talk about it, that you've got a group, a customer avatar that you're looking at. Now, I don't want you to take it from me or all these others that are having success. Look at Inc. magazine, what they say, how to narrow your target market. Companies that try to be all things to all customers are sure to fail. Here's a business guide from Inc.com on how to focus on your target market. Now here's Entrepreneur magazine. Why serve a niche market? A jack of all trades is a master of none. A deep understanding of their customers and their customers' needs and the ability to stay engaged with those customers. If you're trying to be all things to everybody, how do you possibly understand the unique needs of anyone, right? How do you put together offers that are really compelling, content that is really compelling? How do you get that whole relationship ignited when you've got people from different walks of life, different stages in life, all kinds of differences with you? Why not start out with people that have so much in common with you that they look at you and they say, we know, you get it. Right? Now, if you went to Google and you put in Wikipedia and target market, all right, this would come up. A well-defined target market is the first element to a marketing strategy. Now, nowhere will you find, if you go to the library and look up Marketing 101 books, nowhere will it say target marketing is only for big companies, right? These are fundamentals. No matter how much time you spend marketing your business or how you're doing it, you will be more effective if you're reaching out to a designated target market, a niche market. Now, this is a woman, her name's Amanda. She's a music teacher. She reaches out to music teachers online. And this is somebody that just became a customer in her business, sending her a message. She said, I think the part that really drew me in was that you're a music teacher also. And Amanda's already talking to her about becoming a member of her team. This is powerful stuff. Amanda went on to say, she said, before she did this and reached out to other music teachers online, which there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of them, it was a long, arduous process. And I felt gross and salesy and like I was scraping to get by. Now I have customers coming to me every month, new recruits joining my team, and a community of super like-minded ladies who get me. Isn't this what you want for your business? Don't you want it to be easier? Now, this is from a very recent annual conference for another direct sales company, right? Define who you are and who you want to serve. They put up a huge lit billboard at their national conference because it's so important to not try to be everything to everybody, right? So this is just, I'm just telling you from every perspective, niche marketing, target marketing is going to bring nothing but power and new leads and new opportunity to your business. So when I say hundreds and hundreds of thousands, people could look at you and go, geez, I'm just going to make a whole business out of, music teachers. Well, you can't make a whole business out of anybody, right? The perspective is I don't want to pass up an opportunity or a lead, right? But your warm market is limiting, right? That is finite. The number one complaint that I get from people that come into the university is my business started to take off. I was reaching out to my warm market and then it dried up. This is a never-ending warm market that you're going to create a warm market from a cold market, because through simple Facebook posts and like ads, you're going to get people coming to you. Now, Erica, she said, I officially have over 1,002 likes on my Facebook biz page and have this training to thank for pushing me to find my niche. This is the thing that was holding me back. We don't want you held back anymore. So here's the second must-have action step. I hope you're writing these down. You need scale in your business, right? Melanie said it earlier. We need lots of people to talk to. This, as much as it's a relationship game, it's a numbers game. So you need a lot of people coming to you, and it's a relationship game, already having trust and credibility with you. That would be the best, right? So how do you do that? You got to get out and in front of people in scale, in mass. That means no longer one-to-one. The more that you're doing one-to-one to reach out and create new leads, you are inefficiently using your time. So when Monica actually went up over 500, right, was able to send over a course of like 2 weeks, messages through Facebook Messenger and the chatbot technology to over 500 Country Girl Sisterhood people, that's getting scale in your business. When Raquel got in literally an 2.5 hour period in one morning, 21 new conversations with other women or moms of autistic children, that's getting scale in your business. When Mary got 71 new one-on-one lead conversations in 24 hours from a $25 boosted post, that's getting scale in your business. And you do it because you're boosting out. You're doing like campaigns. You're doing ads on Facebook. Look at this reach. This was for an ad that I think that was boosted for $10. And they got over to 30,000 people. You have way better odds if you're getting out in front of people like you in mass. That's really for low cost. We're talking low cost investments, but getting huge scale in your business. Way beyond what you could get if you just continued to one-on-one. You want a one-on-one follow-up with the right people, right? But you want to get those leads coming to you by getting scale in your business. Now, Elizabeth, she ran a free group. She was reaching out to other women like her, and she created a clean eating group to help solidify the relationship and get more scale in her business, because she could get a bunch of people into a Facebook group and take them through clean eating. Women that are looking to look better, right, want to lose weight. They want to eat clean as well as look great and use the right kind of makeup and beauty techniques, right? So she was doing what she knew she could do to create and further relationships. Now look at this, running my biggest clean eating group ever. So lots of conversations and follow-ups to do. Yes, I had a total of 63 people who joined. Yes, it's all from that post. It got 17 shares, $18 over 5 days. 5 days time, she got 63 people into her clean eating group that were all just like her. Let me give you another example of scale. This is Sammy. Now, Sammy suffers from PCOS, so she reaches out to other women who suffer from PCOS. Another woman who did this got to be a top 10 in her company, and she targeted PCOS women. Now, she spent $27.95 over 1 day, got in front of 1,500 people. She says, she's got 96 people into her group, and this was a clean eating group that she did too. Now, I asked her, how has the engagement been in this group versus other groups from before? Just night and day. It's almost funny. And I'm more excited about it. I definitely lost my passion with a lot of groups that flopped. And everyone is so supportive of one another because everyone gets what everyone else is going through. I call it the dynamic. Right? You want this dynamic in your business where everybody feels an affinity, a sisterhood together, right? And trust you from the beginning. So is this making good sense? Go over to the chat box and just type in yes or whatever you want to over there, because I promised earlier, right? Everything's going to be straightforward. Everything is going to be intuitive. You don't need any technical background to get started. You don't need to be a marketing expert. You don't have to have big social media followings, big lists. Right? You could literally have started your unique business yesterday and put up your business page yesterday, and you could be doing everything that we're talking about here right now. It is that simple. So let me do this. Let me go over here and take a look at what you're putting in over here. Becky, totally fantastic. Deborah, good sense, makes good sense. Let's see, Vanessa, yes. Nicole, 100%, fantastic. D, yes, sir. I love it. Oh, it's all flowing in here. Kari, this is very straightforward. I can do this. Kari, I know that you can do this. Melanie, totally. Synergy, so much sense. I love that. Thank you. Angela, yes. Linda, intuitive. Fantastic. That's what it should be. Let's see. Oh, Cato, awesomeness. Fantastic. At least let's keep going on here because we're only partway through the action steps we're recommending for you here. Here's another super important one. Action step number 3. In order to start the conversation, you need the right message. So you could be targeting the right people, doing your like campaigns, doing the boosted posts, right? But if the message isn't right, then nothing else will create that success, right? You're not saying the right things. So the message is a critical factor. And I know all of you had, in some way, shape, or form, you've heard of the concept of emotional selling, that we as creatures, as humans, make decisions based on emotion. No matter whether you're a type A, driver personality, we make decisions that better our lives or the lives of those, our family around us. So look at this. This is from Harvard Business Review, the new science of customer emotions. They said most businesses fail to align themselves with the emotions that drive their customers' most profitable behaviors. What are your most profitable behaviors? Well, yeah, getting in new customers and new presenters on your team, right? So how do we align those profitable behaviors with the right kind of emotions that are the triggers? Okay, so Nielsen, more reinforcement on this, the TV ratings people, also a very well-respected worldwide research company, we're ruled by our emotions and so are the ads we watch. It's no secret that emotions are central to advertising. They're at the heart of the relationship we have with brands. They drive our non-conscious decisions and play a major role in our conscious decisions too. So I'm telling you guys, a little bit more reinforcement here that I'm going to go into specifically how you tactically do this. This is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You've heard about it before somewhere, right? Every basic human need is on this pyramid. They are all based on emotion except for the very bottom one, physiological needs, food, shelter, water. But after that, safety and security, love and belonging, self-esteem, self-actualization. If you don't understand, for the audience of others who are just like you, what are their unmet emotional needs, and you're not weaving that into the message and the communications and the social media that you're doing, then you're missing a huge opportunity to not only prove that you get it, but to get them to take action, trigger those profitable behaviors. All right, so let me give you an example, right? So Mary, remember the diabetic woman reaches out to other diabetics online. I asked her, Mary, what is the unmet emotional need of your audience of other diabetic women? And she said, well, even my own family doesn't understand. She goes, look, I'm diabetic. My husband's not. My kids aren't. They can't understand what it's like to wake up every morning as a diabetic woman. People judging me because of my weight. People judging me because of how I look. Trying to figure out how I'm planning meals for my family that I can eat, but they still love, right? That every aspect of my life, I look through the filter of being a diabetic woman. They can't possibly, how much time and worry I spend on keeping track of my numbers. So my audience, my avatar, my niche market, they get this. Now look at this. This is the top of a boosted post that Mary does to sell product, but you've got to get into and you buy the product and you get into a group where she takes everybody through the product, okay? It's a brilliant idea. Hey, sugar mamas, let's talk. The reality of diabetes is it's overwhelming having to manage blood sugars while handling day-to-day responsibilities, taking care of our families and working every day. The people closest to us often don't understand what we go through to manage our numbers and our A1Cs. So this is how you use the message to get out in front of a cold audience, people you've never met before but are just like you, and you're proving you get it. This is how you build trust and credibility and that dynamic that I talk about in your business from a boosted post or a like campaign. Okay, now I'm going to give you another really powerful couple of examples here. This is Linda. She's a daycare provider, reaches out to other daycare providers. This is an unboosted post that she put up on her Facebook page that only she created 2 weeks ago. Look at the kind of reactions: 780 likes, 96 comments, 232 shares. And let me read this to you. I'm going to blow it up a little bit. Here's to you, daycare providers, to you who kisses boo-boos and wipes tears, who cleans butts with flair and catches puke with class, who gives comfort to scared little hearts and drinks pretend tea when it's given to you, who wipes noses a million times in one day and reads the same story over and over again, who takes criticism but keeps smiling even though you're hurt, and works long hours even though you're tired. Here's to you, daycare providers, who give of yourselves every day and understands that you're here to love, provide, and protect. How possibly could you have written something so eloquent, so on the mark, if you're trying to be everything to everybody? And the social proof that she got from the engagement is the proof positive that you need to be doing this in your business. Now, look at this, okay? Insider knowledge, which she showed, plus emotional triggers equals huge engagement. Let me give you another example of what she did. Huge engagement again, 787 likes, 127 comments, 205 shares. Has your daycare ever felt like a war zone? Mine has. This is daycare. I love that kid with his like sword and the bandana and the look on his face. I am sure other daycare providers looked at this and said, yep, absolutely. This is what it's like. She gets it. Linda's one of us. She gets my crazy life. So here's the fourth must-have action step, okay? You need to have a place online that is your home base where you're going to refer every lead that you talk to. It is 100% the place where you look the part and the role of who you are and how you help people in your niche market. You can't do that with a replicated site. Okay, so you need a website or a blog. Blogs and websites are the same thing. We hear it interchange back and forth. You need a website. You need a place where you're going to put up articles, where you're going to put up links to people to get free downloads. Like, remember, Mary had her free diabetic-friendly crockpot recipe cookbook, right? To go linked over here to, get some kind of a video, a blog, or an article that you wrote. You've got people. When you start reaching out to people that are just like you can quickly see here's 4, 5, maybe 6 of the most common roadblocks or questions that I get. Don't one-on-one answer those, right? You're getting scale in your business. Answer them really well once on your website. Put up a video or put up an article and then link people over to it. Okay, so just so much you can do, and remarketing audiences on Facebook from people that go to your website, all kinds of things that you can be doing. So I'm going to kind of carry through from Mary. We've been talking about her and her diabetic audience and what she's doing. This is her website. We have a website plus service at the university. She uses it, and it's the latest and greatest. It's based on WordPress, if you ever heard of WordPress, but 1 out of every 4 sites that are put up online today are put up with WordPress. So it's the best blogging or website platform to use, but it's super simple. I asked Mary, how long did it take? She said, I did it one evening. I never even had to ask my 16-year-old son for help, okay? So I'm just gonna go down her homepage to kind of show you how professional this looks. This is the top of her homepage. You scroll down, how to be sugar mama strong. Another section on our homepage, we're in this together. It's kind of like an about section done really creatively. Healthy and simple recipes for other diabetics. Her testimonials, others that have been there before. Latest news, she does articles. She does blog posts on her website. Now, I asked Mary, how often do you do it? She said, maybe every other week, right? We would recommend you just get 2 or 3 articles up to start, right? Because you want to be able to refer people, and every now and then write another article. We have people that say, I haven't written an article on my website in a long time. Why? Because I have enough articles there that I can refer people to. I get new people coming to me all the time. Those articles are brand new to them. The articles, the answers to the questions, the links to my call to actions, and my brand and how I serve them, it's all up. It's done. It's a resource I just use every single day. So our Website Plus system is your home base online. We have 3 incredible different themes, look and feel. And when you put your own pictures and your own words in it, everything looks completely customized. It is absolutely gorgeous. You refer all leads there, all new weekly content. So we put up a new article on your site every single week for you in the area of personal development, organization, motivation, inspiration. So they're perfect for you to share with your audience, right? When you're trying to motivate them to make a decision, right? you're going to have a whole list of articles that are there for you to draw upon. And what a lot of people do is they just kind of tweak the intro and exit for their niche audience. It takes them about a minute or two. You also then have, every article you create should create at least 4 or 5 posts on social media that link back to aspects of that article. So it's helping fill your content plan. It's helping fill the referral source that your website is. We do it for you every single week. We answer all, this is where you answer the questions to the roadblocks that you get. So you're going to start with 30 plus pages. This is a website. It comes up with your name on the domain. You go to GoDaddy and you get a domain and it comes up, boom. You've got a website representing your business. Then you lightly, like Mary did in one night, customize it for your niche audience. You control everything. And all your questions are answered by me and my team. And you look the part of a real business to your niche, your customer avatar. You have all the tools you need. We bought developer rights, which means if you want to put up a page that has a form for people to fill out, we've got the best form generator in the business for you. We've spent thousands of dollars. In fact, you would have to spend thousands of dollars to recreate the resource that you have here. All right. So let me go on, because that's, you need to have as a part of the must-have action step. That's why we created the Website Plus service, because we worked with other literally top leaders in other direct sales companies. And they said, we know that our teams need to have their own sites, but it's so hard for them to get up. And there's easy choices, but then they are faced with all these big blank pages, right? So we made a website service that is super, super easy, super professional, so you don't have to worry about all of that, all right? So, hey, everything that we've talked about here today, it's not theory, it's fact, it's intuitive, it's straightforward. What I want you to do is I want you to go over, I want you to put in the chat and say, and the question I have for you is, does this plan make sense? If this plan makes sense, go over to the chat box. Let me know what you're thinking, right? Because I promised a very straightforward, intuitive plan, one that you could do without any background, with any marketing experience, right? Any list, any big social media following you could do if you started Younique business yesterday. All right, so let me go over there and see what you're saying. And then we're going to continue on. So I still got the whole follow-up area to get to. Let's see. Selma, yes. Kate, awesome. Rebecca, complete sense, fantastic. Tiffany, great job. Allison, it's opened ideas. I hope so. I hope it's opened a ton of ideas. Kari, yes. Brandy, sounds great. Yolanda, keep going. I love the way you're participating here, Yolanda. Julie, and I plan to keep going here. Understanding so much more than I thought. Well, that's a testament to how easy this kind of a program is to put into place. Kim, this is great. Thank you. Melanie, mind-blowing. Amanda, yes. Okay, guys, let's keep going here, okay? Because remember, I promised coming up is the whole follow-up strategy. But what I want to do is I want to show you first, spend a few minutes on how you can get involved in the university and actually have one-on-one support from me on everything that you do to further ensure your success, okay? So if you want to have a wildly successful team online, a business online, then we're going to show you how we can help you do that. Be a supportive part of a member of your team to get your success going. When you get involved in the university, we have a set of fast track steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3, so you know exactly what to do first and second, and details of what you do inside of every step. And if you have questions at any step along the way, you just ask, and we'll personally answer you. Okay, now I'm also, when you join the university, I'm going to show you in just a second how you do that. I'm going to give you 6 bonuses for free, all right? And the bonuses are this: a swipe and use file, a copy and use file you can use on your profiles. When you're using social media to market your business, right? You're one click away from people checking you out on that profile. Now, the secrets to what your niche wants and what you need to include in a perfect profile, what you're putting in there and what they want to know out of a profile are 2 different things. We're going to show you what they want and give you a file that you can just copy, customize, and use. Now, remember I showed you the top of the boosted post that Mary used, and it was actually a post that she used to sell product. And when people bought the product, I thought, ingenious idea, she put together a group with the people buying that product so she could help them all use it. So it's actually a 7-part ad template from our university that she used. It's a $325 value. I'll give you free when you join the university. So you know exactly how to structure the post when you're putting your post together. Let me go on here. Amanda, the music teacher, she closes 1 out of 3 new customer leads. 1 out of 3. She's got a 6-stage closing script process. A script for every stage. And stage 2, she actually has 10 plus questions that you can use, that when you ask the questions to your new leads, as they answer them, they're closing themselves. This is invaluable, a $750 opportunity, but you're going to get it free for joining the university. And then we have a whole boot camp on Facebook. Facebook is huge, right? Advanced Facebook targeting strategies webinar, Facebook live secrets and content engagement strategies, expert Facebook messenger marketing strategies, secrets to increasing Facebook ad performance, and the boot camp finale, plus expert Facebook group strategies. Now, this is what others are saying about my boot camps. Ooh, the boot camps are amazing. Thank you, Steve, for all you do to help us. The boot camp webinars are worth far more than I paid. Thank you for making it affordable. They paid $200. You're going to get this for free when you join the university. Now, we're also going to put you into our private Facebook group, Direct Seller Group, okay? And inside there, I'm in there every day. My team's in there every day. You're seeing what other questions people are asking, the problems that we're helping them overcome. Is a huge learning opportunity. And also, I talked about it before, I personally will review your work and give you my recommendations. And remember, I've worked with over 8,500 direct sellers. So I know what works. I know where the biggest mistakes are. And picking your niche market, your customer avatar, we help you validate, not only pick it, but validate it online to make sure that you're going to have success in it. And that validation process, 9 out of 10 people get wrong when they try to do it themselves. But why do all the work unless you've validated a market? You know that it's online and you can reach them efficiently. So you could spend, again, thousands and thousands of dollars on another program. You will never get one-on-one support from a senior person in the company that's worked with so many others in the direct sales industry who will literally look at your work, review, and make recommendations. So that is a $1,500 bonus you get for free as long as you're a member of the university. Plus, if you purchase a member of the university, the membership of the university today, within 15 minutes of when this class ends, I'll give you a fast action bonus. How to discover your perfect customer, a step-by-step avatar guide. Now, this is huge because this is the fulcrum. This is the foundation. You've got to understand who your customer avatar, your niche market is to make all of this work, right? It's a marketing 101 fundamental. So there's 2 wildly successful choices to get involved in the university, the Kickstart Pack and the Crush It Pack. In the Kickstart Pack, you get 1 free month of the university. It's $26.99 a month thereafter. Now, you can cancel it anytime. But you get the first month for free, plus access into our private Facebook group, a $575 value. Plus, I'm going to throw in our social media prospecting made easy series. So on all the top social networks, how you can find, and when you have a customer avatar niche market, it becomes much easier too. Your perfect customer avatar, how you find them in all the top social networks. That's a $500 value. That's $1,102 in value for $47. Now, the other way is the Crush It Pack. But before I go there, tell me what you're thinking, right? I've just laid out all these great strategies, laid out how you can get involved for just $47. Go to the chat. Tell me what you're thinking, because I've worked really hard to get things in there like, I'm going to, you're going to get personal support and help. You're going to get into our private Facebook group. You're going to get complete access to everything in the university. I'm throwing in the social media prospecting made easy series, all for $47. But let me go over here and see what you're saying, okay? Georgia, I can't tell you how much I've spent on other trainings, and they never had anything like that from Steve. Thank you, Georgia. I appreciate that. Ika, is that how you pronounce it? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. That's worth it right there. Chelsea, I thought it was going to be a lot more. Nope. Renee, yes. Molly, yes. Linda, dang, I was expecting a bigger investment. I can do $47. I think you can. A $47 investment to get your business going in a completely new direction. Let's see, Pauline, it looks great. Norma, this I can do. All right, fantastic, guys. Let's keep going here because the Crush It pack is huge. You get everything you get in the Kickstart pack plus what you see in blue. So you get 1 free month of the blogging service or the Website Plus service, same thing. It's a $22.49 value. So just like the university membership, you get the first month for free, and the second month on, the membership for the university is $26.99 a month, and the website or blogging service is $22.49 a month. We're also going to give you for free the Facebook Never Ending Leads Bootcamp, a $200 value. You're going to get my personal directly support. I will individually look and review your work and make recommendations. That's a $1,500 value. You'll get the 6-stage closing scripts and interview questions that you can use to close 1 out of 3 new customer leads. The 7-part Facebook ad template, a $325 value. The swipe and use perfect profile file, plus everything from the Kickstart pack, over $4,100 in value for $147. So let me just ask this. Is this reasonable? Right? Go to the chat box again. I love to hear feedback. I love to make these kind of classes very dynamic and interactive. And in fact, I'm going to go to a Q&A very shortly here after I explain the follow-up strategy. But go to the chat box. Tell me, is this reasonable? Is this something that you can do? Okay? So let me go over here and see what you guys are saying. Becky, I'm going to crush it. I love it. I love it. Colleen, I can do this. I know you can, Colleen. Sandra, I'm in. Yolanda, is that a one-time payment? No, so the 147 is a one-time payment, but with the Crush It pack, you get the university and the blogging service. So then you'll be charged $26.99 a month thereafter for the university and $22.49 a month for the Website Plus or blogging service. And you can cancel those at any time. So the only thing you obligate yourself to is the $147. And then we'll start automatically charging your card for the university and for the website service after that. But if you don't want that, you just cancel it, right? So hopefully that makes good sense. Let's see, Gene, what's the catch? Well, let me tell you, Gene, there is no catch. I have been doing this for years. I have personally been helping out, like I promised here in the Crush It pack, for years, helping people do what they need to do to get success in their business. Everything that we put here and the promises that we've made, we've seen so many have success before. So what I want to do is I want to tell you there is no catch, but I am going to tell you how you can get a money back guarantee too. So I want to make sure that you're perfectly comfortable with what we're doing, but thanks for asking that question because there's a lot of things in life that it seems like there is a catch, and hopefully we're explaining things very, very succinctly and directly and thoroughly here. If you have any other questions, just let me know, okay? Let's see, Tara, I'm in. Fantastic. Dorothy, my upline is already in and recommended I do this too. Fantastic. Let me know what her name is, and I'll give her a big thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see, Pam, nothing to lose. I'm doing this now. Thanks, Steve. Tremendous package. So let me keep going here, all right? Because here, go to the link, the URL on the screen, and you can get either the Kickstart pack or the Crush It pack. Those are the 2 wildly successful choices. While you're writing down that link, right at the bottom of the screen here, I'm going to talk about the money back guarantee, and then we're going to go directly into the follow-up strategy and the Q&A, all right? Here's the money back guarantee. If after 7 days, get in, kick the tires, get into the private group, start asking me questions, get into the fast track steps. All I ask is you get into the very first fast track step, and you take an attempt at the very first homework webinar. Then I know you've at least tried. But then you could say, hey, Steve, you know what? This is just not what you represented. This is not what I thought it was. This is not what I want to do. I will send you 100% refund on your money. No more questions asked, all right? So you can get in completely risk-free and try this out to take your business to a whole new level. All right, so this follow-up plan, right? My easy conversation hack, which makes leads love to share what they want. The 2 simple things you must do every time you reach out and connect with a lead. How to have leads delighted to say yes when you promise to follow up. All right, let's get right into this. So it's your game plan for your follow-up. Because remember, there's 7 different, on average, touch points you need to make. So you can't just get in there and wing it. You got to have a plan, right? And you got to have some tools in place to help you. So I'm gonna go back. Remember Liz, the crunchy Christian mama? So I think Liz is in a essential oils company. So she put together a plan and tools. So she said, you know, one of the biggest things when I went to take on, you know, more alternative wellness products and detoxifying my house and things like that, it seemed so overwhelming. So the first thing I had to do is take care of me. Right? So she recommends to everybody, you've got to get a good night's sleep. You got to get energy stored up for you so you can enter every day ready to go. So she wrote an article about how you get better sleep, and then she has an essential oil that helps people sleep at night too. So when she starts talking to them, she's in these one-on-one conversations, right? And she said, what I'd love to do is, she goes, if you're like me, I was overwhelmed too, so I want you to start out by just getting a better night's sleep. Let's just not think of anything else. Let's do this one simple thing. I'm going to send you a link to my article, and then I'm going to send you a package. It's got a sample of an essential oil that will help you go to sleep. So start thinking about the samples and the things that you could be doing in your unique business, right? This is a direct analogy. So I'm going to send you a package with that sample, and I'm going to put a yellow sticky on it. And it says, use this every night. And I want you to put that vial, and I want you to put that note right at your bed table. So when you go to turn the light off every night, you see this. And then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give enough time for you to get the package and start using it. And in 3 days, I'm going to get a hold of you again. And I'm going to ask you how it went. And I'm going to see how it went. And we're going to talk about what else you could do to even get a better night's sleep. So she literally says, here's how I'm going to give you resources to help value articles, samples, you know, a little system for putting it on the bedside table and reminding themselves to use it. She's promising to follow up and see how it went and troubleshoot if there's any issues and how to actually even have it go better. Do you see how she's adding value and she's setting the stage for the next time she's going to follow up? Okay. So now use that as backdrop, right? Because now we're going to go into these 3 areas. First, my easy conversation hack, which makes leads love to share what they want. Okay? So there's a concept called reflective listening. People love to talk, right? They love to be heard. What you do is you listen to what they're saying and then you reflect back so they know you heard it. But we want you to seed the conversation. So here's what Liz does. She created an infographic, the top 7 ways to rid your home of toxins, right? So what she said is, now she's now at the point where she sent the vial off and everything. She's following up. She said, you know, now it's time to start detoxifying our homes. So if you're like me, I got completely overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed with things like, oh, how do I tackle all those cleaning supplies? How do I get my kids involved in this? What about the bathroom, right? What about the laundry room? What about my personal care products, right? So she says all that, and then she says, but tell me, you know, what seems to be the most overwhelming thing to you to tackle first? But she's just given that person, that lead that she's talking to, all kinds of ideas of what to say back. So that person, 99% of the time, lists off and says 1 or 2 of the things that she just brought up. And Liz says, okay, so here's what I heard. I heard you said tackling the cleaning supplies and then getting your kids on board too were 2 of the biggest, toughest things that seem like overwhelming to you. Well, guess what? I've created an infographic and set of steps. Let me send that over to you. Let's take on the cleaning supplies number 1. There's a set of steps that are there. So let me send it to you, and let me then, she sets up a date to follow up with them again. And we're going to start with the easiest cleaning supplies at first. Do you see how she has led this whole conversation? She seeded it. She practiced reflective listening so that people think it's their ideas. They told Liz what they thought was the most overwhelming, but lo and behold, she has the solutions. Now, she put together this infographic. She put together the blog post. This thing down at the bottom, 30% of time in sales. 30% of salespeople spend time doing what? Not following up on leads. They spend time creating content. because content is a huge way that you reinforce your points, you add value, and you have something that is seeding the whole process. Content includes offers that you make. Like this is an infographic. It's an offer. Hey, would you like me to send you my infographic on the 7 areas to rid your home of toxins and how you do it? Right? So this is all content. So this is part of creating the plan, creating the content, the tools, right? And once you create it once, you use it over and over and over again. It is a huge, massive, not only time saver in your business, but it fuels the whole plan where people are saying, yeah, call me again. Yeah, get a hold of me again. The 2 simple things you must do every time you reach out and connect with a lead, every single time. Here you go. You have to have something of value to offer. You never come in just winging a conversation. Have the next follow-up in mind, because you're going to seed the need for them to have you want to have them want to follow up, have you follow up with them again. Okay? Always have something of value to offer, and always have the next follow-up. What's the next step? Because you know there's multiple steps here. Sometimes you'll talk to people, they'll become a customer right away, right? Sometimes you need to have those, on average, 7 different touch points. Okay, how to have leads delighted to say yes when you promise to follow up again, right? Remember the problems that I know all of you are having, where you reach out to leads, you have conversations, and then you can never get a hold of them again. Well, remember Mary, she put together that call to action, that diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook, right? We want you to have call to actions. Every follow-up add value, and then 2, there is a reason why you are following up. You're adding more value. There's something in the next follow-up they're going to get. It could be an article, it could be a video, it could be a guide, it could be a group, it could be a link to a cookbook, it could be a sample, it could be a number of different things, right? You'll know best when you decide for your unique business who you're targeting and what makes sense to have as offers for them. All right, so that's your game plan and the tools. Now what I want to do is I want to go to our Q&A. Right? During this time, ask all your questions. Start going over there. I see there's questions when they're already flowing in here. Also, use the link at the top of the page here. Today only. You cannot get the Kickstart pack or the Crush It pack at practicalsocialmedia.com. You've got to go to this link at the top of the page. All right? And so you get all the bonuses, all the value. In fact, over $4,100 in value for the Crush It pack for just $147, or $1,100 in value for $47 from the Kickstart pack. So go to the link up on the top of the page. You can see the list of what you get with each of those packs as well. And I'm going to start digging in and answering some of these questions. All right. Okay. So let's take a look here. Vicky, I hope you're on. I still see you're on. Which pack do you, or do we need to get to learn how to do the Facebook Messenger or message autoresponder, the chatbot thing? Either pack, because remember you get into our fast track set of steps, and in those steps is how you do Facebook Messenger marketing and use the chatbot. So either pack will get you and allow you to do that and say bye-bye Facebook friend requests, okay? So good question. That's a good one to clarify between those 2 packs. Melanie, I love this fan prospecting stuff, but will we get into Facebook jail for sending out too many friend requests? Really good question. Do you remember when in the instructions I said, make sure to delete the friend requests that don't get accepted, the 40% or so that don't get accepted? That way, Facebook won't see tons of Facebook friend requests that you sent out that didn't get accepted. They're just seeing the ones that did, right? So this is how you avoid Facebook jail. I've never heard of any of our members getting into Facebook jail when they do this, okay? So make sure you delete the ones that aren't accepted. Really super important. What is the monthly cost? I'm seeing things about costs and what come in the packs and everything. So just to be clear, if you go to the link at the top of the page, you'll see what is listed out in each of the packs. And then the costs are what you see on the screen, $47 and $147. And then the monthly cost after the first month. And if you don't want to continue after the first month, you just send us an email to customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com, and you'll get no other charges other than the $47 or the $147. okay? And you have the 7-day money back guarantee on the 47 and the 147 too. So hopefully that answers your question, right? And the monthly cost for the university was $26.99 a month thereafter. And for the blogging service or the website plus service, it's $22.49 a month. So hopefully that that Sebastian, or not one Sebastian, Celine, sorry, Celine, that would hopefully that answers your question. Let's see here, Maureen. Can I use my current Facebook page where I have over 1,200 fans now? I know you've probably put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears together, building up 1,200 fans, and it looks popular. Here's the thing. Here's the question I ask. Just like, I think it was Raquel that said I had over 1,600 fans, and it's like crickets when I post onto my page. How well is engagement going on your page now? If it's not going well, then those 1,200 fans are not working hard for you. They're actually working against you, because Facebook looks at the percent engagement on your page versus how many fans you have and decides how often to put you out into the news feeds organically. So it actually can work against you, all right? So here's what I recommend. Plus, you know, also those 1,200 fans, how many of those are in your new niche audience, right? Probably very few. So you're going to be posting and putting offers and all kinds of content and everything up that doesn't make sense to the majority of those 1,200 fans. So put that page on hold. Don't delete it. Start a new page that is focused just on meeting the needs of your new niche market. And I guarantee you, with a like campaign and the posts and things you're going to be putting up, you're going to get tons of fans, all right? You're going to go sail past that 1,200, right? And you're going to never look back and you're going to say, oh, this was the best strategy ever. It's a sunk cost. The 1,200 fans that you have on the other page, where people more than likely aren't engaging and they're not part of your new niche audience, you know what? Just put that on hold. Start a new opportunity. I said earlier, you could start your unique business today and your Facebook page today and have just as much success. All right? So hopefully that addresses all your concerns. Let's see. I'm trying to kind of read through here, not things I've already answered. Danny, I can't remember what's in both packs, so I've answered that. You go to the link at the top of the page and it lists out everything that's there. So no problem there. Let's see. Jessica, what comes in the Crush It pack? Okay, that we've already answered. Let's see. Oh, so I assume these people, the autism mom, the daycare owner, the teacher, whatever the case is, it doesn't matter what you're selling. The point is connecting. Is the product related to their industry? So remember the analogy I made earlier, right? Where your warm market, every direct sales company says, go out, reach out to friends and family, your existing warm market first. That warm market had nothing to do with Younique, right? It wasn't predicated on the fact that they've heard of Younique or those specific products or anything like that, right? Because Younique, you know, has mass appeal to women. So if your niche audience is women, guess what? You're going to create a warm audience over and over again that has pre-established trust and credibility with you, where you leapfrog that whole get-to-know process. The benefits of your existing warm market that dries up, you're recreating a never-ending warm market. So you don't have to have, you know, somebody that has interest in makeup to be a part of who you're targeting and reaching out to. Right? Women that are diabetics, women that are moms of autistic children, women that are music teachers, right? They all have natural built-in interest in how they look and how they take care of themselves and the beauty that they project, right? So this works beautifully no matter what niche audience you're going to pick, all right? Let's see. Sharon, do you learn about the website in the Kickstart pack? So you don't get it as part of the Kickstart pack, right? But you will learn about it because it's in the fast track set of steps, okay? So, and you can always purchase the website plus pack separately. It'll cost more than if you were to get it as part of the Crush It pack here. Not the ongoing basis, but you can try it out for free by getting into the Crush It pack, all right? Let's see. Stella, I'm a Christian stay-at-home mom. Would that work? So I'll tell you right now, that sounds like a fantastic foundation to your target market, okay? But based on working with others, I know that you can even narrow that down further and still have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that you could reach out to online to make that audience even more like you, get more power into your business. So I promise you, right? You get in, you get involved, and I will personally look at what you're doing. I will help you with that audience. I will help you validate it. I will help you understand the unmet emotional needs. I will help you get your first communications up and boosted posts and like campaigns out and test it and working for you. All right. So I love the enthusiasm. I love that the ideas are already flowing. All right. All right. Let's see. Michelle, do you have to do this on a Facebook page, or can you just do it in a group or on my personal account for Facebook? You have to do it on a Facebook page. Okay, Facebook separates church and state. Everything personal happens on your personal profile. Everything business happens on your business page. So you can't boost posts on your personal profile. You can't do ad campaigns like campaigns off your personal profile. They all 100% have to be done off of a Facebook page. Okay, so the whole strategy here, which you want to do, you don't have limitations on your Facebook page. You can have as many fans as you want, right? So you want to make sure you're doing this all off of your Facebook page. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Brittany, is this a one-time fee? Okay, we've already talked about that. Hopefully I answered that a couple of times. Let's see. Joyce, after we sign up, what's the best way to get started? So when you sign up, you're going to immediately get an email. You're going to get a login to the university, and you start in step number 1 of the fast track. Big button on the homepage of practicalsocialmedia.com that gets you right to the fast track, and just dive right in. That's where you start, okay? And if you have any questions, you immediately start sending them to us, all right? So it's very easy to get started, and you know exactly where to start. Fast track step number 1. Let's see, we kind of look around here a little bit. Stuff about pricing, things we've already talked about. Holly, I know somebody that does targeted stuff for their business and just rocks it. Now I know why. Absolutely. I mean, if you're not practicing target marketing in some way, shape, or form for your business, you are missing out huge. So thanks for letting us know that. Let's see. Peggy, how much time does it take to make this work? Really good question. So all the success stories that we've gone over here and so many more all happen within the first 30 days of joining the university. But let me tell you this, the way that it might take a little bit longer, it's all dependent on you, right? We have people that know instantly what their niche market is. We have other people that are like, Steve, I signed up. I got no idea what my niche market should be. Well, we then help you define your niche market. There's never been a member of the university that we haven't been able to find a really good niche market for. So it might take you just a little bit longer, depending if you have a good idea of who your niche market is and whether that niche market validates or not, right? Because if you do know who it is and it validates, boom, you're off and running, right? You've set the biggest part of your foundation. You know who you're targeting. But if we've got to spend just a little bit of time on that, then it might take a little bit longer. But just on average, I'm telling you, get under 30 days to get the kind of success that you're looking at, we're talking about right here, okay? Let's see. Sandra says, I think I know my avatar, but I'm too scared to put it up here. That's okay. You can always just either send it into us at customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com, or when you join, put it into the Facebook group, and you'll get tons of great feedback from us and everybody else, okay? Let's take a look here. Let's see. Oh, Beth, how often can we ask questions once we join? So you have an unlimited number of questions. There's not a cap to how many questions you can ask. We have people that ask questions for months. Believe me, we love the engagement. Everybody learns by questions. So if you put your questions up into the private Facebook group, then everybody benefits from that, right? Or if you want to, you can just email them in and get private conversation back and forth about your questions and answers to all those questions, okay? So unlimited, there's no cap. Good, it was a good question to ask. Let's see, Yolanda, do we get all the bonuses right away? Absolutely, you get that, you sign up, you get your login, you get an email that sends you right over to the university and a link to all those bonuses. So you get everything immediately when you sign up, okay? I love how much you're involved here. Let's see. Let me take 2 or 3 more, guys. I'm starting, I'm starting to lose my voice here, right? And if I don't get to anybody's question, because I can't possibly do all of that, please, I want to answer that question for you personally. Send it into customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com, and I guarantee you will get an answer, okay? Okay, Renee, will you really work with us directly? I really will. And I've been doing it for years. And I do it because it's the right thing to do. And I don't see any other training program doing that, right? Because usually it takes too much time, right? But I don't worry about that, right? I get my rewards by having members that are thriving as a being a part of my university. And I know an important part of that is making sure that you get the personal support and recommendations that you need. So absolutely, without a doubt, I'll really work with you one-on-one. Let's see. Moxie, are you sure anyone can do this? Yes, I have seen it done time and time again. In fact, a lot of members of the university join, right? Because they've gotten all kinds of ideas from all over the place. They're upline, you know, from corporate, all over, and they're failing. They're about ready to quit their business. So we get people that are pretty defeated coming in here, people that are just regular people, just wanting to make great things out of the business, right? So I guarantee you, you can do this. You don't have to have any special superpowers. You don't have to have those big lists or marketing background, all that stuff I've said, right? You can do this. I guarantee it. Simone, how long until we get our websites with the Crush It pack, with that pack? So you can get your website immediately. It's step number 3 in the fast track where you actually start putting it into place. But you can get it up and you can get it running immediately. But we kind of need to know what your niche audience is all about, right? Before you start putting up, maybe even what domain you buy or URL you buy to put it up on, right? And certainly what kind of information you put up on it. So you get it immediately, and in step number 3, we start working with it, all right? So guys, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for you spending your time. I know your time is valuable. I know you have limited time, but I hope you took tons of notes. People send us pictures of their notepad and the sheets and sheets of notes that they took here in webinars and classes that are just like this. So I hope, whether you get involved in the university or not, I hope you are taking away fundamentally incredible things that you can now do with your business. But I also do hope that we become a part of the success, a part of your team, a part of what is going to take your business to a whole new level. I would love to be a part of that specifically and personally with you. So go to that link you see at the top of the page, and if for the next 15 minutes after we're off the class here, you purchase a Kickstart or a Crush It pack, we're also going to give you that fast action bonus, the guide on how to create your customer avatar. All right? So thank you for coming. Have a wonderful day, and we hope to see you in the university soon.